hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to share with you some of my top tips and hacks for keeping a clean and tidy home. But I'm Ash, for those of you who haven't met me before. I post 3 videos a week over on this channel, as well as daily Insta stories and pictures on my Instagram. So if you're new, I would really love if you hit subscribe just down below and click the bell so you never miss a video. And with that being said, let's just jump straight into the video. Okay, tip number 1 is one that I have only recently started doing, and it's an old Spanish trick, and it's to bake citrus fruits in your oven to make your home smell more homely. Don't know about you guys, but if you have just baked at home, it does make your house feel so much more cozy. So I have started doing this little trick. I literally just chop up some oranges or some lemons or some limes and pop them on a baking tray, stick them in the oven on a low heat for about an hour, and your whole house will be filled with a gorgeous smell that's exactly like Madeira cake. Tip number 2 is to use your dishwasher for more than just washing dishes. Did you know you can actually throw in your kids' toys? You can even put in things like the trays from the fridge. All of the big jobs that are really hard to get to, especially things like your oven. I literally just take out all the trays out of the oven, the fridge, etc. and throw it into the dishwasher, let it do its job, and it gives me more time to focus on the things that I can't use a machine for. The next tip is to make your bed every morning. I feel like if I don't make my bed, then the whole room looks completely disorientated. It really does make you feel as if the whole room is organised if the bed is made nicely. And one of the biggest tips I have for this is if you don't like ironing your bedding, then buy a bedspread. Invest in a lovely bedspread. One of my favourite ones I've got is from Dorma, but you can get really affordable ones, especially in places like TK Maxx, Wilko, etc. So have a look online. I will leave some of my favourites linked below for you, but a bedspread just makes your bed look so much more seamless, and it definitely saves you a lot of time with ironing your bed sheets. And probably one of the most important things you could do is minimalise. Have less stuff, because the less stuff you have, the less untidy your house will be. I definitely find that by having less stuff in the cupboards, it's so much easier to pull things out, clean it out, organise it. It also means when I go to the shops the next time, I can actually see what is missing in the cupboard rather than just having a whole bunch of stuff thrown in there. I do like to have less stuff because less is definitely more. And on the topic of organisation, definitely invest in some clever storage solutions. When we purchased our sofa, the one thing I did stipulate is that I wanted to have a footstool that had storage inside, just so we could throw things like all the kids' toys in there, any magazines, books, TV remote, all that kind of stuff that just lies around the house. We also have things like a side unit that we keep all the kids' toys in. We also have baskets inside the cupboards that we keep snacks, we keep rice, we keep sauces. It just keeps things a bit more organised, and like I say, you can just pull them out and not have everything else falling around about it because they're all in their own little place. Definitely having a space for everything is the goal I have for this year. Even more so when we move into our new house, I want everything to have its own space, so that way when we're tidying up, we know exactly where everything goes. Believe it or not, but routine definitely plays a huge part in having my house in a tidy, sensible order. And if I don't do my washing cycle, then the whole place just ends up in disarray. It ends up that the washing basket is overflowing, and I definitely do not like limiting myself to just the weekends to do it. So what I like to do is get up in the morning, put a load on. My cycle lasts for about an hour, and then I spin it before I go out and hang it up before we leave. Because that cycle only takes 1 hour, it means that I've got up, washed the clothes, hung them up, and they are drying all day long, and I can then fold them in the evening and put them away at night time, and that way we don't have a massive backlog. Especially having 2 kids, we just have a lot of washing getting generated every day, and just by doing little loads often, it definitely makes a huge difference. And that is a tip that I learned from my own mum. So yeah, I can't even claim that one. She did that, and we never used to have big massive amounts of washing when we lived at home. And on that point, the same goes for your dishwasher. If your dishwasher is loaded up every morning and throughout the day, it gives you somewhere to put all those dirty dishes. I like to pop my dishwasher on in the evening, and then by the morning, it's one of the first things I do is unload it. It gives me a space to put all those dirty dishes from the kids' breakfast, and that way everything just feels so much more organised, because that is the cycle we follow every single day. Next one seems really obvious and a bit silly, but I find it so effective, and that is to make sure your pillows on your couch are fluffed up and straight. I know that it's difficult when you're lying around, but if you've got people coming over, the first thing I tend to do is go over and shake the cushions and make sure they are nice and straight. If everything is sitting in line, it definitely gives the illusion that if that is presented nicely, then everything behind the drawers is also organised. So sometimes cleaning and tidying and organising is a little bit about creating illusions. and with the cushions and pillows, I definitely think that is one of them. Another fab tip that I use quite a lot is to put a lemon in the microwave. I just cut half a lemon, squeeze some of the juice out and pop it in a microwave safe plate. I then pop it on for around 3 minutes and let the steam in the lemon generate some kind of condensation inside the microwave, and it just makes that job so much easier. The lemon has natural antibacterial properties, so that helps to disinfect it, and also the steam really helps to break down any of that kind of like stuck on porridge or anything that's splattered in the microwave, and makes your job a hell of a lot easier. This hack is something I use every day, and it's to use my wet damp towel to clean up any of the mirrored or glass furniture upstairs. Now this is something I do quite a lot because let's face it, the towel is not dirty. If you've just used it to dry yourself when you're cleaning, then using it on your surfaces is not a bad thing to do. So I tend to use this on my bedside cabinets. Because they're in the bedroom and we shake the bed every morning, they do generate a lot of dust, and a lot of dust gathers on them, so I tend to use the damp towel from my morning shower to wipe down the sides of the mirrored furniture. But I also use this tip in the bathroom to clean down any of the shower cubicle, also the taps, the handle going into the door, anything like that. We do disinfect it on a cleaning routine, but every day for a dusting effect, definitely using your damp towel is a very good way to do it. Having 2 kids, I am definitely one for the multitask, and I tend to clean my shower when I'm actually in it. I just feel like this is an easy way to do it. It's steamy, it gets the job done, and I just think it kills 2 birds with the 1 stone. You get your shower in the morning and then you also clean it as you go. Another really good tip, and I've been using this one since Christmas when my friend Emily kind of like got me onto it, and it's to put Zoflora onto your radiator. It means that every time your radiator comes on, the heat will actually heat up the scent of the Zoflora and your whole house will smell incredible. I do love having a clean home, but I do also love having a nice smelling home, and this is a way to do it that means I don't constantly have to light candles or spray air freshener. It does it on its own timer with the radiator. And another good one is to actually rub it on your light bulbs, and it means anytime you turn on the lamps, the light bulb will heat up and also give off a lovely scent. Something else I like to do in terms of cleaning is save old toothbrushes to use for more deeper cleaning. I like to use this round the runner of the bottom of the shower because I find it so difficult to get into. So using old toothbrushes or just buying a set from Poundland is a really good way to do this. Things like round the bottom of the shower, even on the shower head or around the toilet, I like to use these because they get into the spaces that my fingers just can't reach. A great hack for making sure that your glass and mirrors don't steam up is to actually apply shaving foam to it. So if you apply shaving foam, wash it on and then wipe it off, it stops your glass from steaming up and also stops any of those annoying marks reappearing on your glass. Another quick tip that I use, especially when Ella is crafting, is to get a lint roller to pick up the glitter. It just makes my job a whole lot easier, and it keeps all the glitter in place because it's stuck to the lint roller, and I literally just take off the sheet and throw it in the bin. This next tip, if you do not do it, you're going to be so surprised at how effective it is, and it is set a timer. When you are battling against yourself and you are competing to be the fastest cleaner, you'll be so surprised at how much you get done. I tend to do this like a 15-minute timer, or if I'm going for it, I do a full hour, and you'll be so surprised at how much you get done when you keep having to check your timer. So definitely set a timer. If you've only got 20 minutes, see how much you can get done in 20 minutes, and I bet you will be so surprised. Next tip is to make sure you minimalise as much as possible with your grocery shop. So when you buy snacks that come in a carton, decant them and put the cartons in the recycling. It saves so much space, and not only that, it means you can actually see what you've got rather than having a million boxes in your cupboard. I can definitely say this next tip has helped me immensely with my carpet recently, and that is to invest in some cool new gadgets. We just recently purchased a Vax, which is a carpet cleaner, and I don't think my carpets have ever been cleaner in their whole life. I've done it like every other day. It is so effective, especially having a pet. I just feel like the kids have now got a really nice safe place to play because it's not dirty, and even things like shoes coming in, running up and down the stairs. I would like to have the whole no shoes in the house rule. That is very difficult, especially in the height of summer when you are kind of coming in and out as and when you please. So definitely investing in some good products. I've also got a stick vacuum from Dyson, and it tends to make me more motivated to use my Hoover and tidy up messes more easily. And my last tip is quite similar, and that is to use products that you love. There is nothing better than getting a new product and you love the scent. I'm quite like that on Zoflora just now. I also love Method sprays. I just feel like if you love the stuff you're using, you're going to be more inclined to spray down your sides, clean your glass, anything like that. Use good products, use nice cloths, get get yourself motivated and don't make it a chore. If you make cleaning fun and make cleaning like your cardio, you'll definitely have a cleaner house and you'll definitely enjoy it a whole lot more. So guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you really enjoyed watching it. If you did, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and if you are already subscribed, make sure you click the bell, because otherwise you'll not know when I've got a new video on. I'll try to link as many products as I can in the description box, guys, if you fancy checking out any of the stuff that I've spoken about. And please do let me know any of your hacks or tips in the comments, because you guys have such good ideas and sometimes I like to steal them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys very soon on my next video.